Thanks for joining. Please tap the screen, follow for more gaming content.
Back again? I cannot claim. Such are the wages. Ironic, then. And how could it not? But are we any better?
Thanks for joining. Please tap the screen, follow for more gaming content.
How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
How may I help you today, Clive? It's not true.
Let's see what goodie I have today.
We've lost so much already. Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Alright, so let's see where this one is. Hey, Daisha. This is gonna be the closest location. All right, let's get started with the hunt. Actually, this is not really telling me where it is. I need to see a different map. Let me see. North of Port. Oh, there it is. Nah, I'm really been trying to, make sure I get through this game because I don't want to start, something else, and I haven't beat this one. The fear of missing out, it'll just have to wait. But I've also tried to, make sure I've been streaming a little bit better. Because each of my streams lately have been at least 2 hours long. That I may take a break, come back for another 2 hours. Oop, didn't mean to do that. So I need to go up in here. So let's set a marker.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia. Thanks for the likes. So as soon as I am done with this hunt, then I'm gonna go back to the main story. Okay, going the right way. Alright, so this is an A rank. So
You deserve a rest.
let's see how this goes. There, I got enough potions. Yeah, boy. Thanks for the likes. Alright. Using that strength tonic right away.
All yours, Torvald.
Nice, already staggered. I don't know, because I haven't played it. Like, I just realized it finally came out yesterday. Like I said, I enjoyed the first part. I actually never played 7 back in the day on PS1. I don't know why I never did. I had a PlayStation 1. I'm still doing it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, boy. Alright, let me go back to Bahamut. And we're gonna do Mega Flare. Hopefully without getting hit. I'm trying to get it to 2. I like this better than Tidy. By far. Gotcha! I don't even need to waste my limit break on that. Bahamut, so much better. But on this one, ah, shit. Cut that one. Oh, yours, Tom. All right. Guess as soon as I hit 45, I will try those two S ranks.
No more vengeance.
I don't trust
No more.
that I won't fail. Yeah, most of what I've seen is people playing the piano on the demo. Oh, I meant to delete that marker. Here we go. But yeah, I'll probably end up playing it and who knows, do the DLC like all after the fact. Cause again, I forgot about it. You know, it's not mandatory, it's just a story. But I still would like to do it. I remember it was like $20 or something last time I checked, and I was like, yeah, no. Hey, Soka, thanks for popping in.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But I have a lot of games I need to finish. Like, I need to finish this one.
Martha.
But this one is going to
It's
take
good to
so
see you.
long. That's why I'm putting
you,
so much
Clive.
time into it.
Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you
Well, again,
is
see,
the
I'm
Fallen
going in
Gate.
blind
That's where the
since I
fighting is
haven't
fiercest. Let the men
played
know
the
you've come to
original.
help.
You know, I know
Something
how
tells
certain
me they'll
things
be
play
pleased
out,
to
and I
see
do
you.
know that they tweak
We're on our
certain
way.
things for the story. So I shall have to see. But it is so, it's tempting to get it and to
Do
play
you think
it.
there are as many as Martha says?
Like I said, last two games I beat were
More.
Dead Space remake and Resident Evil 4 remake. And then since I have multiple systems, that's even more games. Like for my Steam games, I still need to beat Stray. On my Xbox, I still need to beat Halo Infinite. On my Switch, I need to beat Tears of the Kingdom. On PlayStation, I still have Crisis Core, the remake, to beat. I still have God of War Ragnarok to beat. Y'all, I even have The Last of Us 2, the PS4 version. I haven't even opened it, so whenever I play it, I'm just gonna pay like a few dollars to get the PS5 version. Like, that is how behind I am. So many games that I've started, because I'm like, oh, let me jump into playing a quick game. I leave the long games with lore for later, and then I end up keep jumping into more quick games, and games like this I keep pushing back. So I'm like, let me just do this. Oh yeah, since you know I do love my story. And again, I need to get back on 14 so I can do some of the timed missions, since I didn't get the regalia from 15 mount like a while ago, because I took a super long break. So I need to go back to 14 sometime today, do that, the quest and whatnot, because I have been taking a little break waiting on the new expansion for that. So where are we headed? We're headed over here.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Thanks for joining. Follow for more gaming content.
Clive, wounded.
Yeah, Cloud has always been a favorite of mine. Like, even though I didn't play it, the character design was always. I like 7, 8, and 10 is my favorite. And I do like 15 a lot. This one, you know, with the open world fighting.
Over here! Get him! This one.
All right.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
Yeah, I am looking forward
If you've come to rob
to
this place,
playing it though.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Because that was one of the last games I
Forgive
had
me,
actually
my lord. There wasn't
streamed
time for
on
introductions.
Twitch. Last game
We
I
are with the
streamed on
Guardians of the Flame.
YouTube was
Wait,
God
man.
of War.
But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after
Thanks for
Rosalith
joining.
fell.
Please tap the
The
screen.
Guardians
Follow
asked
for
me to
more
shelter
gaming
some
content.
that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Oh, really? 5 years? Okay.
How do?
Yeah, they always are like super young in the games.
Take care out there, eh?
Wait, I am going the wrong way. Let me see. Oh. Nope, that's not the right way. I'm going crazy. This is so annoying without a mini map. Oh my gosh, because it's all these little
My brothers. Are they?
turns.
Don't try to talk.
Trying to find where I'm freaking going. Okay.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Let me just look this up now. This is so irritating. I'm used to playing. I can't remember if 15 had a mini map. It's been so long since I played, but I'm so used to having the mini map on 14. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh man. Alright, so it's not just me. There's no mini map. I guess that's going to be one of my gripes I don't like about this game. And I do miss the open exploration like in 15 with the Regalia. You know, it was so cool driving around, getting the prompt when you drive around at night when you're not, you know, high enough levels to deal with the demon mobs. Listening to the previous game soundtracks. This one is open, but it's very, very linear. I do wish that I was able to travel and explore. More of a sandbox feel. Yeah, 21 is pretty young. I barely even remember being 21. Like
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar.
oh, we shared a Facebook again with a gripe about this TikTok live studio. I cannot share to people
Lord Rosfield,
in messages.
if you
You
aren't
can
a
only
sight for
share to
sore
other
eyes.
programs like
Martha seemed
Discord,
to think you might need some
Facebook,
help.
Reddit.
And by the looks of it,
we thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Okay. Yep, boy.
This one. Over here.
Thanks for the roses and the flower crown. I just saw them. I don't think they're in here anymore. Yeah. Even mantlers are in every game, just like Sid. Oh, it's more of these.
Nice try.
Nice try. Yeah, 21 feels like a different era for me too. Like just a whole decade ago. Like, you know, I'll be 38 this year. So 21, even though it's not that long ago, it just feels like it's that long ago for me.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Thanks for joining.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
Also, is the audio better? Because I had to change a few things. I noticed that when I do the multi-guest, it ended up muting my replays. And I'm like, why don't I hear any audio? And I noticed that, oh, as soon as I turn multi-guest on for streaming, audio is muted for the replay. So I'm like, yeah, no, we're going to scrap that. That's something that this app needs to fix. I mean, TikTok Live Studio is not as advanced as OBS Live and Streamlabs OBS, but it makes it easier to stream on the TikTok platform. So I'm just using this one. But I'm like, oh, I wish I would have known that. Like, you know, I had so many streams and I upload my TikTok streams to YouTube, you know, shortly after. And I went back and checked my YouTube videos and I'm like, no, I need to delete these because it's no audio. I was so pissed. I also, oh, that's good, lowered the game volume and increased my mic volume. Because right now, like, my mic is like, I would have to be like this. But the way I have my mic position, I don't have any space on my desk, so I need it hanging over here. But I'm glad you can hear me now. I also think that doing the multi-guest mess with the microphone settings too. So sucks for that. I'll just stick to whenever I do regular, you know, streams. I think I want to try battling. I haven't done it yet. I keep saying that I'm going to do it, but then every time I get on, I'm doing gaming streams. You know, it's not going to be anybody in my life. But at least to get used to it. Give it a shot.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Where you at? Where you at?
Sick.
I also had the multi-live up, and I had the game audio at 100. But it's like that's one of the things about, you know, testing. I could do, you know, an audio test, but without me having like a backup account, I don't know how it actually looks and sounds to other people without people telling me. So, you know, I appreciate you letting me know, because I was able to tweak and fix it, you know, right then and there, or at least attempt to. Because I haven't had a need to make a backup account, but I don't know if I want to make one just for testing purposes.
Nice try. Over here. Pull yours, Torvald. Get him.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
But yeah, I will check the replay when I'm done with this stream to make sure.
What did you find
And then
out
if
there?
everything is good, I'll start
Same
back
as Sir
uploading the streams
Scores of
back to
Akashic.
YouTube.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of
Thanks
if
for
the
joining.
Horde will be
Please
back,
tap the screen.
but when?
Let's help more people
And
get
whether
in
that's
here.
sooner or
Follow
later,
for more
we'll
gaming
need to be ready.
content.
The inn here affords a good
You can
view of
also
the land,
share the live.
and
Feel
is easily
free.
defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Yeah. This
My
should
lord,
be good though now.
There's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Because I first noticed it when I posted to my story.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance,
Because every
Lord
time somebody
Westfield.
gifts you,
I am Oscar. Oscar
it
of House
automatically
Murdoch.
makes a clip of that. So I'm like, oh, okay, when people gift me, you know, I'm going to show
wasn't
thanks
aware
by
the Lord Commander had
uploading
children.
it to my story after
Oh,
every
he
stream.
didn't.
And I was
But his
like, oh,
brother,
okay, maybe it was
my
just
father,
something
did.
with the clip.
I am Sir
And then I
Robbie's
realized,
nephew.
oh no, the whole video got muted as soon as I turned on
Well,
multi-guest.
go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
I really do need to go back to that one next. But see, again, I started Spider-Man 2.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
God of War has been on the back burner for so long. And not because I don't like it. It was just because I kept trying to play too many games at once. Alright, we are done with this. Let's go back to the next area.
First we find Isabel.
But I am glad I got back into streaming because it had been a long time. And then YouTube demonetized me, and YouTube takes so long. It's so hard to get monetized. I'm like, yeah, no, I just use YouTube to upload shorts and streams, and then, but Twitch, I'm still monetized on that. But I've had better success so far at engagement on TikTok, so I'm pretty much just gonna make TikTok my primary streaming. It's easy, a little easier to get discovered on here versus Twitch and things like that. So I'll still have Twitch. It's like a backup. I don't know, you know, when I may stream on that again, but so far I've been enjoying streaming on TikTok.
What can I do for you? Come back again.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood. Then we're next.
Four left for more when it counts. God, let's help us.
Thanks for joining. Please tap the screen, follow for more gaming content. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is great. You know, me being a big Spider-Man fan,
Lord,
had to play them, and they end up being really good games.
Message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashyyyk, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashyyyk, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
we could leave. The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
The background commentary is hilarious.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days.
Thanks for joining, everybody. Please tap the screen. The more likes,
I
the
would
more
have you do your
engagement. Let's get
duty.
some gamers
Those
in
at the
here.
Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty.
Oh,
In case you have forgotten, the people of this
I didn't
town
know
are
until
your
I started
charges.
playing
But more than that, they are your people.
and
Your
watching the
sisters,
Spider-Verse
your
movies.
So you
'Cause
have
even
a
though I
choice.
love comics,
Lay down your sword and
I
watch as they are
haven't,
slaughtered,
actually
or take it
followed
up
any
and do
character
what is
story.
right.
Like even back in the 90s, I would get comics here and there,
speaks the
and I
truth,
never
you know.
really got a full story
it.
or
So we have.
backstory.
left.
So I would look
What
stuff
we
up,
have
but
left
then
is our lives.
forget what I looked up.
He really wants to lose them as well.
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
It was definitely made more
like you
apparent
to consider my
in the game.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family. They're still in the capital.
I'm sorry, darling.
Don't leave me.
I truly am.
It's all right. Give me your arm.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I assume you have a plan.
We need to find out what we're facing.
No. Okay, I'm going the right way. There's an opening. Thanks for joining.
It was all they could do to escape.
Follow for more
Just
gaming
left the bodies there in
content.
the
Tap
flood.
the screen. Feel free to share the live. Again, the more people, the better. Helps get me seen. And I do check the analytics after every live, so I see like who it doesn't show you who liked, you see that instantly, but it shows you who gifts, who shares, like who joined through a share, how long people stay, who joined.
Look. I see them. With me. All yours, Torgal.
Should I prime?
No. Save your strength.
Nice, that breaks the shield.
Over here!
There's more.
Let's try.
This food is interrupted.
This one. This one. Over here. Go, Torval. Attack. Over here.
Really? Oh my god. Yeah, like I don't have any specific words. Filter. I just have the default filtering on, like so weird. Oh, thank you for the TikToks. Again, I apologize if I don't see them right away, because it's not like a regular live when you're just staring at the phone. I'm actually looking at the screen, but I do look at it shortly after.
You lose.
All right. But yeah, like even with all the updates, the TikTok still does unnecessary filtering. I'm just like, why? Like, it's nothing wrong.
Do you think there are
with
more?
seeing his girlfriend is dead.
There are
Like, are you
always
kidding
more.
me?
But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
But they let the troll comments slide right on through, which is so stupid.
You have the town's
Like,
thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Oh yeah, I
Hearing
do
that
think
the
I
Dane
remember
would look
hearing
kindly on any man who committed himself
something
to the
about that.
task.
Because I know I saw
certainly
the
It's not the
the most
selfless
recent
motives,
movie,
I'll admit.
but honestly, I
Whatever it
was
takes, eh?
switching out my mic
Now
and
me,
webcam,
I
so
never
I was
needed
half
this.
paying attention to
I
it.
became a soldier to protect the people
I should
I
watch
love.
it again.
And the people I love include the one standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Thanks for joining.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing something about him learning ASL, which is definitely really sweet.
me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for Mother Crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him.
Yeah.
Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago.
Oh yeah, I know. The
autocorrect
autocorrect gets me too.
Gate.
Yeah, I knew you meant MJ.
But another. And it was well in my rescue.
It's like I'll try to correct myself, and then it just uses some other autocorrect, and I'm like, no.
Ever since.
I know what I'm trying to say.
Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him.
They've been together for so long in so many universes and stuff like that.
It was that or let him take
They
Clive.
are inseparable.
And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
For the most
That doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm at.
They call him
Joshua,
Travis Swift, I
Bed is where
remember.
you should be bound.
With the Super Bowl and stuff.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
But yeah,
Retire not such
you know,
a
I wish
talented
them
healer.
happiness too. I think
I
they're
would
a
surely
cute
have been
couple.
inclined to agree. Thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Alright, some side quests that popped up. Does the landscape work okay on this? Because I mean, it shows me a preview, you know, before I go live, like how it will look. But I don't know if you hit the landscape button, does it actually show up okay?
What is it that you wish to learn? Here's the latest information I have. Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
I don't even read this. I just like to get rid of notifications. Okay, Thaisha, thank you. That's good. Yes, I know. I'm like, hey, TikTok is pushing out landscape, and you can actually see the game better in landscape than people shrinking their game just to go into portrait mode. Because, you know, if you go on YouTube, Twitch, or any other streaming, but mostly just those two, it's always going to be in a condensed landscape, and when you flip your phone, you'll be able to see the full image versus that cropped portrait image of games.
Seems
Oh,
the
that
hideaway
blasted
has lost
book.
its appetite.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So,
What's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Yvonne.
Ah, Valisthea Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Oh, I got more hunts? Okay. And, well, it's locked at the moment. Anyway, so we'll get back to that. Yeah, I know a lot of people were rooting for that. They probably wanted it to, you know, be private and stuff like that. Like, people already knew she was going to do her best, you know, trying to make that flight and whatnot to get there. Or if they do decide to do something public, maybe they just want to have it, you know, better planned out.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Come on. We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Allow it. We will run right past them. And collect stuff. Bye bye.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Straight home now. You're injured. What happened here?
Oh, yeah.
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I swear Cathead gravitates towards me, like...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kupka.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. Got here in time.
Yeah, I can see that. If she did, considering people do it at her concerts and stuff.
This one. Go, Torgal.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things
Yeah, that's a good
you
thing.
slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here. You've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore. You're Cid. I was there in Cosmos when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Cid. Someday.
Is he still there? Nah, yeah. I wonder what else he has to say. He'll come back for me.
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Cid. I will avenge my master.
Yeah, I guess you'll be another side quest.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, I let him off easy. You can go ahead and come back for revenge. Let's do it. Toe to toe, blow to blow.
We're nearly there.
Blow for blow.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector.
Yep.
Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared.
Impossible joined.
The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, they love having all kind of twists and
but I fear it will
stuff
have to
happen.
serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
I'm not sure. I mean, it could just be
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city.
RPG
Her
thing or like
consciousness fair to ripping with her
JRPG.
late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the Prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yotei of the lake?
By all means.
Yotei, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
Oh, yeah, after like the whole 5 years and stuff.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Okay, now maybe I can get back to the side quest.
Are you buying or selling? Go safely.
Nothing like a little unrest.
Let the day hear you say that. But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Make sure I'm going the right way, and I am. I don't know, maybe they didn't focus too much on the aging. Because I don't know, like, I don't think I looked that much different 5 years ago, you know, besides hair. I've changed that. Okay, where's the freaking opening? Okay, it's not over here.
To the meadows then.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. This might take a while. Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Yep, here we go.
This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. This one. This one. Over here. All yours, Torvald.
No.
Go for it. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
There we go. So I say, here we go.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Will we ever see the sun again?
It seems the hideaway has lost its... So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
Well, it looks better than the other meal.
Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the Saint's
Okay,
Bonnet
that's the stuff they were saying about the other dish. That looked ridiculous.
Tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Thanks for joining. I can still leave my phone here and sign. There we go.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite. Can you believe?
With the skies as they are?
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Did you see that? Tell me you...
Back again?
Allow me to educate you.
Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
How are you doing?
I know.
Anything catch your eye?
Quest.
Think you can help?
And then I got another hunt to check out.
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Miradol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Miradol's hares.
Her hares?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Miradol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Making this too serious. Hey Dana, thanks for stopping in, bestie. Appreciate it. Love you too.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the Hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said
I'm
to
doing
do.
the side
Which explains
stuff
her
now, so
heirs.
a little bit extra story.
She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Alright, we got a few more side quests over here. Yes, that's why I really like these games, because I do enjoy a good story.
It seems the Hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy stained red.
Oh, what new item did I get over here? Yeah. Oh, I got a scarf. I remember getting this. Oops, didn't click out.
Rutherford.
Thank you for the
Wasn't
likes.
that the name of my uncle's
Appreciate it.
manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
You want me to prioritize the quest. Oh, guess it already was. Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Feel free to share the live, follow for more gaming content. Okay. To Martha's Rest. Yes, I appreciate those taps. What you cooking?
My lord Marquis, it is you? Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford. chief steward of your Lord Uncle's estate?
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt.
Ooh, and yes, to the
without a
strawberry
steady hand
shortcake.
on
I
the
do
tiller,
love my sweets.
the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos.
I could
Your
definitely go for
Lord
some sweets
Uncle,
right now.
However, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined
I could go for
to
some
see it set in
tacos right now
motion.
too. Oh my gosh.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that
the
may
weather.
not prove
Yeah, the weather
to keep a man safe on the road.
was pretty
So you want me to
icky
find
over
them?
here the other day
I'll
with
need to know
like
where they
tornado
went.
warnings, but
One
that's usually
I
like in
sent
southern
to
Illinois
investigate
and
the
stuff, the
Republic.
city.
The other, the old
Don't,
imperial capital of Oriflamme.
Really get like an
That doesn't
actual
exactly narrow it
tornado,
down.
but the winds can get,
suppose.
pretty
I'll
fierce.
start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success
Hey,
and
hey,
safety.
thanks for stopping by. But the weather has calmed down. Some is so weird. From raining into snowing, snow disappeared. Oh, have a nice 71 day. And today is 46. Like, yup. That mixture of the hot and the cold fronts. And then I live by, Lake Michigan, so I'm getting that lake effect breeze. Thank you. But the weather really won't stable out into the next few months. And then, of course, by the time it's stable, summer will be over. It's like, oh, welcome to Chicago. Okay, where am I going? And some of these side quests, I half pay attention. I'm just like, But it's like I'm used to it, but then I still say the same stuff every year. Like I haven't lived here my whole life. Like, oh my gosh, the weather.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping up.
Anything I can interest you in? Thank you for your custom.
I just checked in to get rid of the notification. Oh, you're good. I have the chat pulled up to the left of me so I could easily just, glance over to see. I see it pop up on top too.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
some baddies.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Oh my gosh. I should set up a taco fun
These
stream
men are trying
one
to
day.
rob me.
Like for 1 penny a day.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh, that really took him out nice.
Get him.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Thanks for joining.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail. There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Fill the coffers, eh?
Let the dame hear you say that.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy. This one. Over here.
Finished.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations.
Thanks for joining.
To you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Will we ever see the sun again?
What am I gonna do? But no more.
Is everything all right, Goetz? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean,
thanks for joining.
She's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Oh, I can add text. There we go. Oh Lord, they made it huge. I mean, that.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Still can't get in there.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of.
Thanks for joining.
Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth.
Thanks for joining. Please tap the screen, follow for more gaming content.
And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We have a hard time, but
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping along. Perhaps.
Could be I know something more. What's it worth?
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goods.
If all of us continue to work together in defending Dalimil, I foresee good things for us.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Thanks for joining.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Get him! This one! Every life! Go to him! Get him! This one! Go to him!
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goetz. Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goetz, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goetz, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just
Thanks for joining.
Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Oh, Sharon not playing.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Oh yeah, switching to that.
see the sun again.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be thunder?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Okay.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free city's under siege.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Thanks for joining. Appreciate the likes, grilled cheese.
You're on my side, Toro.
Wait, what? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Might as well pick up the other side quest while I'm here. Yeah, thank you for the likes, everybody. The gifts. Okay.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
This is the least we can do in return for your generous hospitality, my lord.
Yep, am I going there?
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalma.
Well, if not, at least I found that.
Not a scratch.
Thanks for
on them.
joining. And once again, I just went in a circle. Great. Okay, so back this way.
Free cities under siege? Who'd have thought it?
Master Cyril, luckily. And thank goodness he told us before we set out. Thanks for joining.
Time to fight.
Have care.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Slow. Over here! This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Careful how you pack that leather.
You? Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead?
Thanks for joining.
You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stone caverns dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Memorize. Oh no.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bone.
An ether flood, yes.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
I'm about to look this up. I'm about to run around in circles. Oh, okay. I'm looking for gazebos. Oh. But this can wait. It's been 3 hours.